In this video, I will be exploring this fantastic part of Malaysia called Sarawak, attending the world's largest indigenous music festival. It's a festival in the rainforest. And trying to spot some orangutans in the jungle. They genuinely thought that we were going to be victims of an orangutan attack. Let's go! A very good morning from Kuching in Sarawak in eastern Malaysia. What an incredible view to wake up to. Hope you're doing well. My name is Alfie and welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this video, I will be exploring this incredible part of the world. That is right, for 3 days I will be exploring this part of the world and I'm super duper excited. Today is a very, very chilled out day. I'm going to go into the city centre, explore Kuching as a city, give you a little bit of a background on it, see if we can find any cool stuff there. And then, to be honest, it's heading to the rainforest tonight for day one of the music festival. Tomorrow I will be heading into the jungle to find some orangutans, and then we'll again be attending the music festival, and then the final day I will be going to Bako National Park, somewhere that I've wanted to go for a really, really long time. Some fantastic wildlife and some awesome scenery as well. If you're excited, drop the video a like and subscribe to my channel. This place is brilliant. I am staying at the Damai Beach Resort. I am attending the Rainforest World Music Festival as media, so super exciting. And yes, let's go and explore Kuching. Nestled on the banks of the Sarawak River, Kuching is the cultural soul of Malaysian Borneo. Once ruled by the White Rajas of the Brooke dynasty, this city blends colonial charm with deep tribal roots. It's home to the indigenous Iban and Bidya peoples, people we will see later in this video, Chinese temples, Indian streets, Malay villages and colonial forts that stand side by side. Meaning cat in Malay, Kuching is more than a city. Okay, so day tour and cruise of Kuching are complete and it is now time for night one of the Rainforest World Music Festival. I am so excited for this because I've got no idea what to expect. I need to go and pick up my tickets and my media pass. I can't film in there unfortunately, but I will be back. I've got no idea what to expect. I'm so excited! So included within my media pass, I have got a goodie bag and I will show you what's inside so that if you ever come to the Rainforest World Music Festival as media, you'll know what to expect. I have got a t-shirt, a water bottle, which is currently in its box, the world's brightest coat. I mean, people on the moon would see me in that. That's going to be interesting to wear. That's what the wristband looks like, 3-day wristband. So I've been told that there isn't a shuttle tonight. There's normally a shuttle from this hotel to the Rainforest Music Festival. There isn't, so I'm going to have to walk. But I've heard of a shortcut behind the hotel. I don't know what I'm doing with my hat. I'm not used to wearing hats, as you can probably tell. But yes, it is time to go and hit some beats, whatever that means. This is class. It's a festival in the rainforest. Is this for recycling? Yes, exactly. Very nice. I'm from London.
Really?
Yes. Who do you support?
Okay, guess me.
Manchester United.
Yes.
That's a surprise. Malaysia loves Manchester United.
Yes.
What's your name?
So much. My name is, you can call me Akim.
Akim.
Yes.
I'm Alfie, nice to meet you.
So we are from NGO.
Which NGO?
Perfect. So we collaborate with Sarawak Tourism Board and also Sarawak for this event, which is we recycling all the items and then we need to segregate it with their own types of.
Can I help?
Okay, which one you want to bring?
Heavy one.
Heavy one.
Strong.
Okay. I give you the liquid one because the liquid is the.
Okay, that's smelly.
Okay. Also, you're doing vlogs.
Yes.
I'm actually I'm just finished my studies.
Oh, nice.
Yes, so I'm majored in tourism management.
Oh, amazing.
So I really love aviation, like Malaysia Airlines, like Malaysia, maybe Qatar.
Yes, yeah, Qatar. Good.
Okay, so this one
Just hold, yeah?
Yes.
Where do I go? Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, really? Okay. Just for day one.
Just for day one?
I'll just left it on the ground. Thank you.
Perfect. So you weigh this, and then what happens?
And then we'll bring it to recycle tomorrow.
Okay, and then
Yes.
it gets recycled. So everything here gets recycled.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing.
Except for the general waste.
Yeah, except for the general waste because they can't do anything about it.
Your work is amazing, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very
Really
much.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to Malaysia.
No, thank you. Thank you for showing me. I really appreciate it.
Have a good day,
Thank you.
man.
And you. Thank you. So this is the sweetest sugar you can get. This ice cream.
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Is it good?
That's so good. That is so sweet. Oh my god. Hakeem, thank you so much. Thank you so much. What a lovely guy. That is some fantastic work. Obviously, with this being in the rainforest, sustainability is very important to them. So being able to recycle things is fantastic. So a very great initiative that young man is running, and he got an ice cream out of it. So this is why we love travel. I've found the main stage. This very well may get copyrighted. You'll be able to lip read if it has.
Вас приветствует группа!
Right, good morning from the Semengo Wildlife Park here in Sarawak. We've come all the way through Kuching to the very, very south, where we are going to try and see some orangutans. Now, I have been told that it's fruit season, apparently, so that means that there's a slim chance of seeing the orangutans. That doesn't really make sense to me. I'd have thought if there was fruit, then there'd be a better chance of seeing them, but who knows. So my understanding of how this works is you basically jump on a golf buggy and then drive into the park, and then you might see some orangutans. So the way they actually get orangutans onto the viewing platform is by giving them the fruit. So the fact that the fruit is growing means that they can get it from the trees, meaning that they don't come down to the viewing platforms, meaning that you don't see them. That's basically how that works. I feel like this is a bit of a pointless exercise, because if I was an orangutan and I had the choice between fruit, fresh fruit from the tree with no one watching me, or mouldy fruit on a wooden platform in front of hundreds of people, I'd probably go for the fruit on the tree, unless any of these orangutans are slightly more dim than I am, which I find hard to believe. Right, well, that was a bit sketchy. I say that, I didn't exactly move. They genuinely thought that we were going to be victims of an orangutan attack. That was awesome. What fantastic animals. I've basically decided that I'm not going to show you any journey time, because it's just driving from location to location. But I've come to a place called the Anna Rice Longhouse, which is basically a tribal community in the very, very south of Sarawak and Kuching. I'm inside one of their traditional houses now, and I want to show you about. These guys use basically as much bamboo as they can, because bamboo is the strongest material. They have some very, very cool traditions. These houses sometimes house up to 14 people in a family. It's insane. A lot of the people now have kind of gone for more modern houses, and they've sort of upgraded with fridges and washing machines, etc. But a lot of them have kind of some of them, have kind of stuck to tradition and kept it exactly in this kind of old style way. I'm going to show you upstairs. So they use this basically just for storage, and in here, this is the paddy, and they make rice with this. One thing that I'm always absolutely blown away by when it comes to Asia, and particularly Southeast Asia, is the way that they function. It's fantastic. You know, they don't always have the most advanced technology, and yet they do a lot of things a lot better than us, and rice is one of them. In Europe, we do not know how to cook rice, with the exception of the Spanish, who know how to cook paella. When you come to this part of the world, rice is just done differently, and it's probably because they do it in a non-factorial way. Factorial is mathematics, not... They don't do it in a factory, is what I'm trying to say.
This is chicken that I already cut into small pieces. Of course, this one is plain water, and then it's the leaf for the cover later on.
So I've been very kindly welcomed into someone's home for lunch, and she's given me a cooking lesson in how to cook bamboo chicken soup.
Okay, kita akan pergi.
So we're gonna let that cook, and then I've had bambooed chicken before, and it's fantastic. So I've got no doubts that this will be exactly the same. Further to my point about how just incredible Malaysia is and how much I just absolutely adore it as a nation. The people here are just so friendly. It is time for night 2 of the Rainforest World Music Festival. I can't lie, I don't know if it's going to be any different to last night at all, so this might be just a bit montagey. Earth, Wind and Fire are performing tonight, which I can't record because they definitely will copyright. And then I will see you in the morning for the Bako National Park. I'm so tired. It might be a tribute act of Earth, Wind and Fire. It probably is a tribute act. Although if it is the real ones, I will be staying for a little while because that's cool. Some of the instruments that these guys are using are so cool. And I think this is what the whole thing is all about. I don't actually know, but I think it's about encouraging the inclusion of tribes and these kind of artists into the wider music industry. Just because they don't look and maybe sometimes sound like what we're used to doesn't mean that they can't put on absolutely incredible events, and that's what this is. The Rainforest World Music Festival is an incredible event. You can tell by its attendance, you can tell by the vibe that's created, you can tell by the brands that work with it. I mean, here alone you've got Malaysia Airlines, you've got Pepsi, you've got Firefly, you've got Carlsberg. Those kind of brands don't work with something that's not gonna work. Malaysia Airlines have been the headline sponsor for this event for over 15 years, and this is the 28th edition of the Rainforest World Music Festival. So yes, whilst I think you do have reservations whilst coming to something like this because it's different and it's something you haven't done before, it's so rogue, but it's brilliant. I think it's fantastic. And look, the music isn't to everyone's taste, I understand that, but the experience and being amongst music and culture like this is so enriching and so fantastic, and it's what travel is all about. It's in June every single year. I would highly recommend you have a think about it next year. Flights to Malaysia can be really cheap. Last day tomorrow. We're going to try and come here in the daylight so that we can have a proper look around and do some of the activities that are on board. But I'm blown away. Fantastic event. Good morning from the third and final day here in Sarawak. I am at Bako National Park, about to get a boat into the national park and go on a hike. As expected, last night I crashed, and to be honest, not really feeling it today either, but this should be good fun. I've heard really, really good things about Bako, so I'm going to be late for the boat. Oh God. So one boat trip later and we have made it to the national park. I don't actually know what's here. I saw a crocodile on the way in, but by the time that I'd got my camera out, it had buggered off, so that went well. When people say, what's your favourite country? I always find it really, really hard to answer, but I always say that for me, it's between Jordan and Malaysia. This place, I mean, it's just fantastic. Just 40 kilometres from Kuching lies Sarawak's oldest national park, Bako. Established in 1957, it packs 7 unique ecosystems into just 27 square kilometres. From dense rainforest to coastal cliffs, it's home to rare carnivorous plants and over 150 species of birds. Bearded pigs roam the jungle floor every single day, encountering tourists like never before. Bako is wild, raw and alive, a microcosm of everything Borneo has to offer. It has been the hottest day ever. Ooh, right, anyway, what is the camera doing? I'm here. Hello, track me. I am off to the final day of the Rainforest World Music Festival. I want to show you what it looks like in the daytime. I just kind of want to give you a little tour of the hotel. So this is the Damai Beach Resort, like I said, where I'm staying. It is absolutely beautiful here. I'd highly recommend, if you are coming to this part of the world, then you'd stay here. What are you doing? Are you okay? Sorry. So I have seen prices for this hotel at 200 ringgit a night in off season, which is around about £40, which I think is a really, really good deal for a hotel like this. Jesus Christ. Right, I can't walk, I can't film, I can't do anything successfully. You get completely private beachfront access here, and honestly the sunsets here are simply fantastic. A few of you have complained about the audio in last week's video. I'm hoping that was because I was on a plane. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my lapel mics, which was stupid because I'm away for 2 months. Right, anyway, to the festival. We'll see what this thing looks like during the day. I was hoping to interview a few of the people here and kind of get their feelings on the festival. I would still like to do that, but if the music's too loud, it's just not going to happen, which is a shame. Which one you recommend for me?
Yeah, like this.
This one?
This motif of Sarawak. Yes.
For this one?
Yeah. For like.
For bracelet, you have bracelet or not?
You can go forward. You can try.
It looks a bit rogue, doesn't it? I like it. I love your outfit. What's the outfit?
This one is Iban tribe.
Iban tribe.
Yes.
You are from Sarawak?
Yes, from Sarawak.
Amazing. How much is this one?
40.
40. Okay.
You can get photo with me.
Thank you so much. If that interaction gets copyrighted, I'm going to be so upset. Well, just in case it does get copyrighted, I've just bought myself a Viking bracelet and met a lovely, lovely lady who is part of the Iban tribe, who are a tribe who live here in Sarawak. Seeing the Malaysian culture all blend together here has been probably the highlight of the festival so far. It's a fantastic celebration of what is modern Malaysia, with Kuala Lumpur, how they've been able to redevelop as a nation after their kind of oil boom in the early 2000s, but also about how they've held on to their traditional roots and how they've kept their Malay, their Chinese and their Indian influences in their food, in their handicrafts, and most importantly, in their music. It's been a fantastic experience of almost Malaysia through time, because I think now Malaysia is completely different to how it used to be. You know, it has been gentrified in many ways. You walk around KL, there's lots and lots of shopping malls, there's lots and lots of McDonald's, and it's almost become a little bit of an expat hotspot. But that tradition of what it used to be and what it still is within its Sarawak tourism, within its Sabah tourism, within its Borneo tourism, they're still proud of that, and I absolutely love it. They've managed to protect an identity whilst forging ahead in modernity, which is something that so many countries across the world have completely struggled with. It's amazing, and to have a celebration like this where they still get people from across the world, still get bands from across the world to come and participate, it's fantastic for their economy, it's fantastic for the people of Sarawak, but it's also massively important for the history and the preservation of Malaysian culture and identity. It's been a remarkable experience. Look what I found. Hello man, you okay? Yes, I go home tomorrow.
Oh really?
Yes.
How is it?
Good, yeah.
How are you?
Hot.
Hot, very hot.
I'm very hot.
Yesterday is even hotter.
Yes.
Have you tried?
Pardon?
Some like
Mi goreng.
mee goreng?
Yeah.
It's a little bit.
It's one of the many legends who make up this incredible festival. The effort that goes into this is remarkable. And with ice cream in hand and soon to be in stomach, I'm going to bid a fond farewell to the Rainforest World Music Festival. It should definitely be on your 2026 travel bucket list. It's here in Sarawak every single year. I'll be back on YouTube next week with another video exploring an unexplored island in Indonesia. If Seeing Me Weekly isn't enough for you, I post daily on Instagram and TikTok all my travels and everything that I'll be doing over the next few months and beyond. So if you don't already, please go and follow me there. It's goodbye from Malaysia and hello to Indonesia next week. I'll see you there. Take care.